Hello,
Hello.
Richard.
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 Yes, not so hard. So how are
Dicky.
you?
I'm fine.
Oh no, no,
What,
not Dickie.
Dicky? No, did your mum not call you Dicky?
No, nobody
Did
did.
they at school?
They
Yeah.
saw this.
How about at school?
No, no, I
No.
was quite tough at school.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, I had fights and stuff.
You nasty. Were you
I was
a bully?
terrible. No, I
Were you a
wasn't a
bully?
bully. No, I usually had fights with my
All
best
bullies
friend.
say that, though, don't they?
What, that they had fights?
No, that they weren't bullies.
No,
Um,
yeah, no, I really wasn't a bully. So I was one of those, I was a joker in the classroom. I
right.
imagine you were as well.
No, not at all.
Were you very studious?
No, I didn't have the intellect to be studious.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I was really quiet until I left school. And then I
okay.
discovered drugs and alcohol.
And then
I discovered that alcohol and drugs are very good at masking a shy introvert teenager.
Oh,
So I
okay.
became a fucking animal when I had a drink.
Oh, right.
Um,
And you
and
don't
was
drink now, though, do you?
I do,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Oh, yeah, you do because you wrote to me, didn't you, from the airport the other
Oh
week?
yeah.
Yeah, going to
I do
Warsaw.
like a drink,
Yeah.
but I've calmed down over the years.
Ah,
I
okay.
used to be reckless.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
you couldn't control yourself when you were off your
No,
head.
I was quite rock and roll when I went out.
Oh, right.
I done
Okay.
things that you could never get away with now.
No, no. Well, just as well, really.
Well, you can't get away with anything now,
That's true.
But
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, but
yeah.
I was kind of I wasn't terrible, but
Mm.
I was kind of naughty, you know.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
so we've got that in common then. So I was
yeah,
definitely naughty, but
yeah.
you're younger than me. I don't know how old you
Everyone
are.
is, darling.
Well, no, I'm not sure about your buddies Stephen Stapleton and
No,
David Tibet,
he's
but
young. He's young at heart.
yes, exactly. But that's what
He's a teenager.
I aspire to that as well. So you are younger than me, and I
How
think
old are you?
I've just turned 60.
Fucking hell, almost dead.
Yeah, I've been almost dead for years. I felt almost dead for about 20 years, at least. So
So
also because
there's
of
only
drugs and
4 years in it. There's only 4 years.
yeah, okay. So I
Yeah.
thought you might be a couple of years even younger than that. So
No, I just look it.
yeah. Which mirror are you looking in?
The one with hair.
Yeah, yeah, kind of in marker pen on the edge. Yeah. Anyway, so you grew up in the 80s. You grew up in the 80s.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, and unlike, so you missed out on punk.
Well,
and the
kind of
tail
and
end.
kind of not.
Oh, okay. So what would you have been listening to at school when I mean, you said you were an introvert at school
Yeah.
for the most part, but
So
I presume you were
heavy
interested
metal.
in music.
It was
Really?
heavy metal. Yeah.
And did you have long hair? Or did you go the
Yeah.
whole? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you did? Did
Yeah.
you hang around with similar?
Yeah, there was
Similar
about
people.
I don't know 4 or 5 of us.
Oh, okay.
My brother was my gateway to
Hmm.
heavy metal. Really, he was into it. He's a couple of years older than me, and I started going to shows when I was 12.
Oh, okay. So
And I saw all the greats.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
So
greats to me, not to
yeah,
you.
yeah. No, no.
Yeah,
Rock is definitely not my thing generally.
yeah, yeah.
Although I listen to rock radio in the car because
Do you?
yeah, because they play stuff like this, like The Cure and David
All right.
Bowie and Iggy Pop and whatever.
I'd argue none of those are rock, really, are
No,
they?
no. So they'll play some
Yeah,
of that
yeah.
stuff. But there's one I was telling somebody, Nick Hamilton, the last guest I had on this
Right.
channel, that I really like Never Surrender by Saxon, is it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yeah, that's quite a nice, that's quite a good song.
yeah.
Yeah, I
But
like
that's the
that.
thing about metal; they're anthemic, aren't they?
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
really good for pre-teens and teenagers.
Yeah, absolutely.
And men in their 60s.
I was 50 in my 50s at the beginning of the year until July, until summer. So I've only just turned the corner.
Right.
But anyway, yeah. You're an introvert. You hung around with a few metalers.
Yeah,
went to a load of gigs, Grebos.
Yeah.
Probably you went to, similar to me, like pubs that were full of those kind of people as well.
No, I was a bit young because when I was 12, you know, I met Saxon. I went backstage with Saxon when I was 12.
Did you?
Yeah, and I met loads of metalers.
Okay.
Because I used to wait outside. You know, I'd finish school, get on the train, and go to London or Southampton, and just hang out and see if I could meet the band.
Okay.
So I met loads of dudes. You know, I met Rory Gallagher and Matthias Yabs from Scorpions and and Judas Priest and but when I was like 12, I looked like I was 9. I looked real young.
Yeah.
And as soon as I had my first sip of booze, I looked like this.
Transformed like Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah. Like I hit 16 and suddenly looked like a street drinker.
Oh, right, okay.
But when I was a kid, you know, and I guess I came to it pretty young, you know, like 12.
Right, yeah.
And my brother was like 14, so we'd go, you know, to London, Southampton, Gaumont was the nearest kind of venue.
Okay.
And we'd go there, and it was, I don't know, it's why I'm talking to you now, really.
Yeah. Well, I've known you as well for a long time, haven't I? I've known you
good 20 odd years. Yeah,
maybe longer.
Yeah.
I remember you used to write to me when I was. Maybe I'm misremembering this. Did you used to write when I was doing Grim Humour? No, it
was more the
like later on.
I mentioned catalogue.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and have you got this? And you know, you turned me on to a good few things back then.
Did I? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Atman.
Sorry about that.
Remember Atman?
Atman on the Drunken Fish label.
I can't fucking remember. But
and on a Polish label as well. So Obu Records. Yeah.
So I got into a lot of stuff through you.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of it was shite as well, which I later
no comment.
Sold. It's probably because you had like 50 copies and you waxed lyrical about them. Said, buy this, it's a must-have.
Really?
Knowing full well that it was complete
I can't
shit.
be that good a salesman because I'd be rich otherwise. Anyway, well, I'm sorry about that. I'm sure you traded, you know.
Yeah, I did get rid of them. You
got rid of them.
But I kept a lot of them as well. Yeah,
exactly. This is what I want to get into as well. Obviously, you started out as a rocker, and now you're doing your own music, which we'll get into in a minute. Is nothing like that, and I know along the way you have done an album, and I've got some notes here because I thought you've done so many releases, and again that's another thing we'll discuss, but I lose track with all your stuff. But I'm sure you do. But you did an Ozzy Osbourne, not a covers album, but the what's it called?
Diary of a Madman.
That's right, Diary of a Madman.
Diario de Monstro.
That's right. So you changed the title slightly. It's a Dirt of Promotions release.
Yeah.
And 2017 that was released.
Right.
I think I must have it because I'm going to show you. Unlike you with all your selling of my old stuff, that's all your. Yeah, that's quite a healthy.
That's nothing. That's like 1%.
Yeah, but I've got a load of CDs as well.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't want to get be like that.
Yeah.
So, and I realise that's the tip of the iceberg as well.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to get into was how did you get to the music you're doing now and that you've been doing for years? And I know your music is very diverse. You can't pigeonhole it, which is great. You can't say it's any one particular thing. You might lazily, at best, say some of it might slot in with that kind of abstract, surrealistic, sound. Like Nip Mott and Irap X and Nurse with Wound, of course, and a few others. So,
of course, I've worked with all of them as well.
Yeah, of course you have. Yeah, I know, and we'll get into that as well. But how did you get from being a rocker to that? What was the turning point? Forgetting, you said Fourth Dimension catalogue was part of this, transit.
Well, I mean, that came a lot later. So
what was the turning point?
Like 81, it was all new wave of British heavy metal for me, heavy rock, some of the older stuff.
Yeah.
And my brother, being that a little bit older, got into other more, he got into The Cure and Echo and the Bunnymen and stuff that.
Okay.
And I kind of followed his path again because I'm just a sheep. And I discovered the Sisters of Mercy. And the Sisters of Mercy, to me, are an extension of heavy rock, really. I know that they're called goth, but to me, they're a rock band.
I would go along with that, actually, yeah.
So I was listening to John Peel to hear one of their sessions, and I didn't look in the Radio Times or anything normal people would do. I just listened to it every night in the hopes that it would come on.
Yeah.
So I was listening out for their session on John Peel and listened to all the other stuff. And Sick Man come up by Fetus.
Okay.
And I thought, this is fucking great. So, I totally dyslexic. I wrote it down like FEETUS.
Okay.
And then I went and discovered that. And I've even to this day, I've become fixated on certain artists for a certain time. And I got really, really into J.G. Thirlwell stuff, as Fetus, and I collected all that. And then that rolled out to, hang on, he's produced this band called Coil. Hang on, he's on this Nurse with Wound record, Brain by Fallen Masonry.
Okay.
So then that's how it went. So it went metal, Sisters of Mercy, by accident, Fetus, and that opened a whole
absolutely,
whole universe for me. He was involved with so many diverse artists. Swans, Sonic Youth, and
you're absolutely right. Yeah.
So I just by the axis of Jim Thirlwell discovered this whole world of new music. And it just evolved from there. So it kind of made sense, it kind of makes sense in a way.
Yeah, well, it does. Yeah.
Literally being a child and into heavy metal. Then as a teenager, other things come along, and you got to remember, like, this is the early mid 80s, and it was a fantastic creative time.
It really was. Yeah. I'm not going to dispute that.
Yeah, but before Fetus, maybe I was into sort of like Cabaret Voltaire.
Okay.
And a few eclectic things and a few odd things. I liked Propaganda. I liked the ZTT label.
Okay.
And I really liked. I think Relax is a work of genius.
So do I. It's a magnificent song.
So there was this weird sort of like moment in time. And obviously, me being a teenager, you're more open to stuff, and it's a vibrant time and a lot of diversity and a lot of things that scared me. I bought Auto de Fe by SPK, and that freaked me out. And Like and Screech, I thought that was a terrible record, but somehow interesting. And then latterly it was Nurse with Wound. And, you know, the gateway was like Sylvie and Babs, because that had Jim Thirlwell on it, you know.
Of course, yeah. He's one person you haven't actually, just to go off at a tangent here, I mean, you've collaborated with a lot of people. Unless I've overlooked it, I didn't see his name amongst the list.
No.
You haven't reached out to try and get him.
I've met him a few times, and you know, exchanged emails and stuff like that. And I covered "Lust for Death" on one of my records. I don't know. It's some people maybe I shouldn't work with. Maybe I think I did years ago. I asked him to be on one of my monster records, and I said, "Oh, can you do the old Clint Ruin, you know, whatever that was, that Clint Eastwood meets rock and roll star, whatever his guise for that was." I wanted him to do that, but he turned me down.
Did he? Okay.
I don't think he was into that kind of woman's places on my face kind of stuff anymore.
Okay.
So. And now he does all the kind of, I guess, in a way, him being a good model for what I do. You know, I'm inspired a lot. Well, was by like the one-man band kind of thing, and doing everything yourself. In a way, I don't think it would make sense to make a record, because in maybe an ideological way, a philosophical way, we're too similar, and maybe he thinks I'm shit as well. So wouldn't want to.
Well, okay. Well, what about the Sisters guys? You know, I mean, again, I'm thinking about these kind of pivotal groups in your sort of discovery.
I've had a really,
worlds.
really weird year this year, because I met the original guitarist.
I think I read about that.
Yeah, and he was a really lovely guy, really nice guy, and you know, I was playing his guitar and stuff like that, but he hasn't been involved in music for nearly 40 years, really.
Right.
So, I mean, I did think about, let's get together, let's do something, but you know, again, he's not really in that world, and you know, maybe he thinks I'm shit or whatever, and that maybe I'm a little bit paranoid about approaching the kind of.
So I mean, going by what you said earlier about how you didn't have any problem as a teenager hanging out, you know, at the back of venues or whatever to meet.
Oh, trust me, I was shitting myself. I was really scared. You know, it's sort of like, you know, oh, will you sign this? You know?
I've done all that stuff.
I'm still like that.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I may be cocky and forthright, but
it's a front.
Well, yeah, of course it is.
You said earlier about acting, you know.
Yeah, it's all.
It's all the front. Yeah. That's another mask.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I mean, people have asked me this recently, sort of like, who would you want to work with? And you know, like, I was a big Nurse with Wound fan. I was a big Current 93 fan, and you know, wound up working with them, and that was kind of organic. But I don't feel a great desire to get involved with anyone. I've kind of done what I do, and I mean, I don't know if something.
Well, things just kind of happen naturally for you, generally. Like,
yeah.
Like, I don't know. I mean, you've worked with a lot of people, so
yeah.
And I, you know, Stephen Wilson is another one. I know you've done a couple of things with him actually, and I imagine in the same way you're. I don't know. I guess some of these people are just they like what you're doing, you know, as an artist, and you're perhaps in touch, and then maybe we should do something together and see if it works out. So it just comes about like that, does it? So in most cases,
well, in a way, you know, it's like all the stuff I've done with quote unquote black metal guys is sort of like that come about kind of naturally, and some of these things come through my 10 questions kind of.
Oh, series. Of course, yeah.
So I get in touch with these guys, say I love your music, and you know, and then you know, I go, should we do a record? but the metal thing's a difficult one because it's not metal enough for the metalers, and it's not weird enough for the weirdos.
Right.
So
okay.
They kind of gather dust a bit, which is a real shame.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But obviously some of those people are open. Some of those rock, you know, the metal guys are open to these collaborations. Yeah.
You know, the more sort of like underground metal scene, definitely.
Yeah. The Scandinavian set.
Yeah.
Okay. You know. So has anybody actually ever turned you down that you perhaps, you know, in the same kind of casual way started discussing the possibility of doing something? And has anyone ever said no? No, because your music's shit. You know.
I can't think of anyone outright.
Oh, okay, that's good.
I mean, literally hundreds of people have turned down the 10 questions.
Have they?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. How long has that been going for now, the 10 questions series?
I don't know, 5 years at least.
Has it? Wow.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I didn't know you were still doing them until something popped up recently.
I kind of went on a sabbatical with it. I mean,
okay, right.
So it's sort of like you run out of people to contact. You run out of people that you want on there, you know.
Yeah.
And then there's a whole gamut of people that just never responded. You know?
Okay. So you must have put a link in one of your newsletters, and I'd probably just clicked on it and thought, you're still doing it. I thought I'd then missed out on loads of them. So no. She went away, and
it's a very ad hoc kind of thing. You know, I could meet someone, or you know, someone that I've known for years. I think, oh fuck, I haven't asked them. You know.
Okay.
So that's how it happens. You know.
You haven't done Steve Pittis, though, have you?
Yeah, he's on there.
Is he? Oh, it must be quite old.
Yeah, just like you.
Yeah, no, I'm saying the 10 questions with him. Yeah, he's even older. I mean, he's nearly 70, isn't he?
He's not.
Yeah, of course he is.
I don't know.
No, he's about 64, I think. So,
right.
Yeah. But, 70 is the next big one. But,
yeah.
Anyway, okay. So, obviously, you've done lots of collaborations over the years. You've also not really played live much. I know you. I know you have played live solo a couple of times, because I remember a time many years ago when you came here to Poland with Mel, your wife, Melon, and I put you up. I can't even remember exactly. You played in Krakow in a small venue, and there were a few people there. I remember that. That would have been 2006. And also, I co-hosted some event in London. Don't know which year it was.
Oh, not so long ago, like 2017, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. The Glorious World of Fuck thing, which I thought was a terrible name, nothing to do with me. But and it was partly organised by one of the guys from Headbutt, Ashley Davis. Do you know this guy?
Yeah, I met him a couple of times, many years ago, and Mason and Elizabeth done it as well, didn't they?
Yeah, that's right. And you played solo there, but you haven't done a great deal of live work, have you? But I know you're just about to go on tour with a group. So, firstly, why haven't you done more in the way of solo shows?
It's not so difficult, you know. Like, it's ridiculous. 20 years ago, I used to get quite good offers and, you know, go around the world. but I don't really get those offers now.
Right.
And I used to really price myself out of doing it, and occasionally someone would go, "We're paid."
Okay.
So because I don't like it.
You don't like playing live, or you don't like the travelling?
I love playing with Nurse and Current. I like being in a band. I like the camaraderie of that.
Yeah.
And with Current, it's a really slick machine. Everything's there, everything's facilitated, nice hotels. But going on your own I don't like it. It comes back to the teenage insular boy. You're rocking up someplace and you're meeting the promoter and stuff like that. I kind of struggle with that.
I think many people do.
Yeah, and doing it on your own. There's a thing I call like the 20-minute syndrome, and it's sort of like you're 20 minutes into the set thinking, this is fucking shit. This is embarrassing.
Oh no, really?
And I spoke to quite a few musicians about it, and they say, yeah, you're about right. But doing it on your own is sort of like, it's like standing up there naked, going, "This is me."
Yeah.
And contrary to what people might think, I'm not that much of a maniacal egotist. No. I am in other ways, but then with with something like Nurse or Current, you've got a big audience, kind of guaranteed.
Yeah.
And then when you're going to a small bar or something like that, it's a bit diminishing.
You do feel a bit exposed, don't you? And
you feel like, fucking hell, there's like 12 people here.
Yeah, it's awful.
And nine of them are my mum. So,
yeah, we've all been in that situation.
I'm a reluctant performer.
Yeah, but the band experience is a complete different world, isn't it? I mean,
it's a totally different world. Yeah,
you kind of feel insulated.
You've got people to facilitate stuff. We've got a tour manager. Julio, our tour manager for Current 93. Oh, I need a pencil, and he'll find it. So it's a bit like a charmed existence.
Yeah.
And then when you go and play, I don't know, Barnsley on your own, and there's 8 people, and you go, "What the fuck am I doing here?" It's a kind of world of different extremes, from being treated like a going concern to sort of like, "What are you doing here, mate?"
I've just got the warning that we've got 10 minutes left, but anyway, it's just a message flashing up. So so I know you have played sporadically, on your own, like Hebden Bridge. I think you played there once or twice. Is that right?
Well, it's just round the corner from me.
Oh, so because of course that's local to you. Yeah. So, and do you like it where you live now? Because you used to live in Brighton, didn't you?
I lived in London. I lived in Brighton. I've lived here for 16 years now. Yeah, I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you quite near Justin and Joe?
Not so far away.
Oh, okay. Do you ever hook up with them? The Cold Spring?
Very seldom.
Oh, okay.
But I do see them. I saw them. I was doing a DJ thing with Clock Devar.
Yes.
Clock DV8.
Devar, yeah.
Yeah, Clock Devar, darling. And they come along to that. That was last October.
Okay. No,
I see him every 18 months, maybe. Like that.
Okay. So tell me about. We've got literally about 8 minutes left. We'll have a little break, and we'll come back because I'm enjoying this. That's if you're happy to do that. But
I am.
Good. But before we have our break, I would like to ask. This is your chance to tell me about this upcoming tour. In light of what we've just been discussing, you're going on the road with a group, I think.
Utopia Strong.
Yeah. So I don't know anything about the
bunch of gentlemen.
Yes. Okay. So how did that come about? Who are they? I know nothing about them.
It came about because Mike plays in Current 93.
Okay.
So he's in the Utopia Strong. We were doing some shows with Current 93, and I said to Mike, "Oh, would it be a good fit if I went on tour with you? Because I want to do more stuff before I'm dead, And I thought I should get out there and, like see more of the UK, have fun, And Mike's a great guy. And he got in touch with Stephen Carvis from Utopia Strong, and they said they thought it was a good idea.
Okay.
So the other guys, Carvis, he plays in Cardiacs and Gong.
Oh right, okay.
He's always on the road, and the other guy is Steve Davis.
Oh right, the snooker guy. Yeah. Snooker player,
legendary Steve.
Yeah, so who I know likes a lot of very interesting music.
Yeah, he's a fan of Nurse and Magma, and
Okay. So. So it should be good fun.
Yeah.
Doing quite a few dates, aren't you?
Yeah, something like 13. I'm lucky for some.
Okay. Yeah. So, and what kind of venues is that going to be? Is it like medium size?
The bridge again.
So I imagine it's quite intimate there. Yeah.
No, it's a really good venue in Hebden Bridge.
Okay.
It's very much on the map.
Okay.
I think they're pretty small, 150, 200.
Like Cafe Otto sort of size.
Yeah, we're playing Cafe Otto.
Oh, of course you are. Oh, brilliant.
Playing in Edinburgh, that one sold out. Bristol sold out.
Okay.
So it should be fun.
Yeah, you're looking forward to it then.
Oh, with some trepidation. But yeah. It's a long time since I've done that. Yeah.
Yeah, having a little nervousness is good, I think. Yeah. Although I'm not like that when I play live. I'm the opposite.
What do you mean? Well, you're a
I just get stuck into it, and
you're a fighter.
It goes back to that, doesn't it? Yeah, the bulldog. Little dog. Little terrier.
Where's my XLR cable, you fuck? That kind of thing.
That kind of thing. Yeah, exactly that. It's where it comes from. But on that note, let's have a little break before we get cut off. What we'll do at this point is we'll have if you're okay with this, we'll play a little bit of your music if you send me some little samples for the outro, the intro, the middle, and the outro. So here we're going to listen to a bit of your
climax.
Yeah, exactly.
The money shot.
The money shot. Yeah. Oh, those days are behind me. Anyway,
not very good choice of words there.
No. Anyway, we'll listen to a bit of your music here, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Before the little intermission, we were talking about the Utopia Strong and your dates. I don't know anything about their music. Well, how would you describe their music?
Music?
I mean, you said
it's kind of ambient, electronica. I mean, that's a catch-all kind of phrase, but
okay.
That's the thing, that's what they do.
Okay, no, that's all right.
Yeah.
So,
modular synths and improvisation and bit guitar, proggy, trippy,
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
A bit gong-like, you know. So
well, maybe not. It's more I don't know, more sort of like electronica.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
So yeah. When you're embarking on these dates, how do you travel around? Do you drive now? Or
no, darling.
Are you travelling around?
I don't drive. I'm driven.
Yeah, of course you are. Yeah, chauffeur driven.
Yes, my lady. I was either too drunk to learn when I was a teenager, and then I lived in London, so there was no necessity.
No, you didn't need. Yeah, you didn't need to.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now you're out in the sticks. You probably do.
There's a bus. There's a bus or an ambulance.
Or does Melon drive?
No.
Really? Oh, no. Wow. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, it really throws people when you say you don't drive.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. But, well, you didn't have a need, did you?
No, I mean, well, you don't know, you don't miss.
I suppose. Yeah. Okay. Well, when you live in Herne Bay, you need to learn to drive. You know. So you can escape.
Herne Bay's like New York compared to where I live. You know.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
So what's your immediate sort of surroundings like? Are they is it all rolling hills and?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, I live on top of a hill. And
okay. So do I.
Poor people below me.
Yeah, we live in a gated community as well. So
really,
yeah, get me.
Have you got armed guards?
I need to get them. So keep the hoi polloi. Yeah, no, but we do have a dog. You know.
Yeah. Weird correlation there.
But anyway, no, because a lot of my mates here in Krakow say, "Oh, look, get you with your dog and your electric gates at the bottom of the hill," you know. And they think we're but no, I'm still as bloody broke as ever. So it's all because of my wife, you know.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's get back to you and your music. You are very prolific. Are you? Tell me. I mean, you seem to be constantly putting out new releases. I asked you whether you could do an album to form part of the Elite Editions series of LPs. Initially, you said end of October. You did, because I found the email. And then, lo and behold, 2 weeks later, I'm ready. You know, you're pretty much 2.5, 3 weeks later, you're ready, pretty much with some ideas for this album, and you're batting them to me. So, I think you're constantly working. Is that fair to say? Are you constantly?
Yeah, but I'm kind of years ahead as well.
I remember you saying that to me years ago as well, that you've got lots of stuff in the vault, waiting to be released.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to come out. Yeah.
Okay, so how do you keep abreast of all of it?
In what respect?
I mean, how do you know what? I mean, just looking at some of your titles, like I said earlier, I mean, and you said you're confused yourself sometimes with knowing what. So, do you have a good system? Cataloging everything?
Yeah. I mean, most musicians, as maybe you know, are like incredibly disorganized.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
But so, I'm not that.
You're systematic. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, mine's all largely sort of like projects that I've devised for myself. There's a thing that's meant to come out next year called The First 100 Years of Digital Feudalism.
Oh, I saw something about that, yeah.
And that's going to be 12 box sets of this.
Right.
But
is that
that's all done.
That's okay.
That's
and
all
that's
done.
Going to be part of your self-release series on.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Pipkin.
Pipkin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I was looking into earlier. It sounded kind of Middle Ages, that word. I know it was a children's TV show, but
that's what it's from. It's from Pipkin.
What Pipkins, Hartley Hare, and
yeah.
I want a cream bun. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, Portly.
Yeah, yeah. Really, yeah. I thought, oh, maybe you were going for the earthenware, the stoneware pots that the name was derived from.
No, it's from the kids' TV show.
Yeah, I should know you better than this, really. Yeah, I did think, and I thought, no, surely, it's like some allusion to the microscopic, earthenware.
That's what
pots.
it's really about.
Yeah.
I'm just disguising my academia.
Well, one thing we can safely say is you are not pretentious, and I think you would it be?
Well,
fair
I can be if you want.
I'm sure you can be.
Yeah,
but I think it's kind of. Isn't it something you kind of stand against generally? That you don't want to be like that, do you?
I just don't give a fuck.
No.
Either way, it's like I've met a lot of people over the years, because David Tibet projects a certain image, and he is academic, and he is a clever guy, and he is a mysterious guy, and he is a strange guy. He's all the things that David projects. He is that guy. He's also a very funny guy. And not too dissimilar to me, but he has a very public persona. And in a way, Steve's very much like me, but he doesn't really tell the world anything about himself.
No, I know. It's a man of mystery.
He's very much off everybody's radar. He doesn't do this kind of fucking thing. And
no.
And he wouldn't. So people expect me to be, a bit occult, a bit weird, a bit learned, and they're sorely fucking disappointed when they meet me.
But no, I think it works for you. When I first got to know you, again, I was thinking about this as I was making this next cup of tea. I was thinking about two things, actually. Firstly, how I wasn't really a bully or a fighter at school, but I was also thinking, well, at least after about 13, 14 years old. But secondly, I was thinking about how I think I met you in Brighton probably probably 25 years ago, 23 years.
First time I met you was at Rective in Islington.
Was it?
Yeah.
And which year was that?
2000.
Yeah. So because originally you
99.
said, maybe the end of the 90s. So I remember I met you a few times in Brighton. And I was just kind of ruminating on that. But I remember being struck even then that you were very kind of down to earth.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, because we met in a pub in Brighton a few times.
Right.
With Hasney and a couple of others.
Oh, yeah.
And and I don't want to say you're rough and ready, but you...
Well, you can do, darling, if you like.
I can be. But it reminded me of Steve Pittis in a way, just kind of...
But it was,
as you said,
Steve's Pittis, this is. He's a kind of contradiction, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's a Millwall footy.
That's
Stockhausen, Himden. What a transgressive...
Yeah.
And
I like people like that, though.
Yeah, but I mean, Steve Stapleton's similar. He comes from a very working class background, and there's an affinity there.
Yeah.
I think doing something as esoteric as we're associated with, is like. It's more of a class and culture kind of thing. It's people from my background, working class, mid-terrace council house, or someone like Steve, they expect you to be football and Tennant super,
That's right.
But it's sort of like never the twain can meet. But obviously they can, and the likes of Steve. It's very much, to me at least, instrumental in that, bringing sort of like surrealism and whatever Nurse with Wound is in a more academic sense to a kind of punk rock ethic.
Yeah,
and it's not like everyone can do this. You can make fucking weird records. You don't need to be, go to the conservatoire to do, Bernard Parmigiani kind of stuff.
Of course.
And you can have those conversations along with this pint tastes like shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I
like that juxtaposition. Yeah, it's really nice.
They shouldn't be exclusive modes.
No, I totally agree. Yeah.
I can sit there and theorize about this, that, and the other, and the more learned type of, experimental avant-garde music. I can sit there and hold my own about
of course. Absolutely.
Or John Cage, but I don't really give a fuck.
No.
That's just the same as Ozzy Osbourne or Iron Maiden.
Yeah, absolutely. What did you think about Ozzy's going a few months ago?
It was kind of inevitable, wasn't it? It's been on the cards for a long
time.
But I read an interesting thing, on Instagram or something like that, about someone summed it up how I felt about it. Mm-hmm. It was like, there's this rock and roll star who's died, and that's sad. But the more philosophical sense of it is part of you's died, part of your childhood,
absolutely.
Certainly for me, your introduction to music and rock and roll, and so a part of you dies, and it was really eloquently written. I
can go along with that. Although he's not somebody who really figured. It wasn't a great. Although I do have some Black Sabbath, not a great presence in my life, but I do like what he represented. It kind of relates to what we're getting at as well.
Yeah, I mean,
Stapleton and whatever. So.
Working class hero.
Yeah, exactly.
I suppose heavy rock and heavy metal, outside of your Pink Floyds and Led Zeppelins, is very working class. Someone like Iron Maiden from the East End, or Def Leppard from Sheffield. Yeah. So, the whole heavy metal thing for me is, I love it, and it was my sort of like introduction to the world of music. But also there's this kind of more, I keep on saying esoteric, but there's this
but it's
esoteric interpretation of it. It's sort of like, it's part of me. It's formulated something within me that's beyond just balls to the floor rock and roll.
Absolutely,
and that's true of anybody who likes any kind of music. This stuff you carry with you, and it becomes part of your very being and your personality, and you adopt these kind of heroes of yours in a way. So So there's a broader, more reflective kind of interpretation for me of my arguably horrible taste in music.
Well, I'm not going to judge. So
that makes a change.
Yeah, no. No, I try to curb that side of my nature these days. But anyway,
now you're almost a pensioner.
Yeah, exactly.
Got to wind it in a bit.
Yeah.
Well, you meant get worse as you get old.
No, I'm not going to go Larry David as I get older. I'm trying, because I know you get by on your music, don't you? And I still keep my hand in with a real job in terms of teaching English, doing English lessons, working for a local school, a language school, I should say. So I keep my hand. I only do 15, 20 hours a week, but nonetheless. Because of why did I start talking about that? Because of that, I don't know why I started saying that now, but there was a reason.
It's all right, Dad. You're all right.
Oh, what was I saying? Oh no, I think I wanted to say because of that, because I meet so many different people, my my judgmentalism has kind of been
diminished.
Yeah, it's been eradicated mostly. So
now you're an educator.
Yeah, it's an educator, my dear boy. So no, I just try not to judge people. And who cares about music taste? It's ridiculous.
Who cares about anything anymore? No one gives a fuck.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, when this goes on YouTube, it'll have 12 views. And that 10 of those will be me checking that it's on there.
Oh dear, don't say this. I'm always laughing at these. I've done a few of these now. Mark Perry, Stephen Wilson, and I never put or generally forget to do a thumbnail. And the thumbnail always ends up with me grinning, gurning or grinning away. Right. And I'm sure the thumbnail will be exactly from that moment where I'm laughing.
Yeah.
Or this. So let's get back to you. We're here to talk about you.
It's all about me.
Yeah, of course it's all about you. What isn't? Right. We've already established you're very prolific. You're always working. I know you gave up your day job many, many years ago when you were in Brighton. You're now a full-time musician.
I didn't give it up. I was sacked.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
They said to me, you're sacked.
Oh.
And I said, why? And they said, because you don't take the job seriously. And my retort was, why the fuck would I?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? And security shipped me out. They emptied my desk and...
Really? But like in the movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, carrying a box,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, brilliant.
Dear. Yeah. And you've never done a day's work since in that.
I have.
Well, yeah, on your art.
I have.
Yes, but not working for not in a real job. So
no, not in a real world. No.
Okay. So what's your average day like? Because to me, it seems like you're always working on your music or your art,
Average day, I mean, it's pretty fucking pedestrian, really. Cup of tea, slice of toast, and then emails and the bullshit administrative side of doing this. And then... it depends, if I'm working on a project, it's like 16-hour day. I don't brush my teeth and I invest everything in it. I'm like a madman. Once I get the thing going, and I can't stop. And I feel as if I have to, maybe that's part of my downfall as well. I'm very impulsive and I do things. As soon as I get an idea, I just don't stop. And it's like, no, it's probably not that healthy for me. It's just coffee, cigarettes, and...
Oh, you still smoke? Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
So the average day is... There's no real average day. The last few weeks have been sorting out this stuff for the tour. And then there was the Current 93 show not so long ago. And like these little things fuck up the equilibrium. But once I got a clear run of things, I go at it. But there's not a great deal of madness at the moment to get things done because I've got a lot done.
Okay.
Yeah. And does the world need any more Andrew Liles?
Well, I mean, you've done a heck of a lot of releases over the years, haven't you?
Yeah.
How many have you done? Do you know?
Don't know.
Oh, right.
No idea.
Okay. I mean, it's
at least
tremendous.
a couple of hundred. At least 200.
Yeah. And a lot of self-released stuff as well.
Yeah,
like CDRs and things.
CDRs, and lathe cuts and things like this.
Yeah.
But I mean, the days of working with record labels kind of... I don't get the offers record out, but
don't you?
I don't get so many offers. No, not like I used to.
Okay.
And in terms of the economics, it's largely not worth working with a record label. You know, I can, you know, I'm not like, you know, I'm not greedy or, you know, money obsessed, but I make more money doing it myself. You know.
Yeah, well, of course, yeah. I mean, that's the reason.
Yeah. So, you know, and you know, it's an ever diminishing kind of audience in a way. There's a constant to it.
Yeah.
But you know, I need to do it primarily for me. And I know lots of people say that, but if I don't work as hard as I do and come up with these ideas and challenges for myself, I'm left with me, and I don't want to be left with me. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
There's not a lot of, you know, dimensions to Andrew Liles other than the music. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
So spent all my life doing it. You know?
Yeah. But where do you continually get the inspiration from? I mean, surely that's, you know, changed. I mean, you know, you said I've got 1% of your releases, at least vinyl. So, and they're all very different to each other. So, maybe there's some similar ideas on some of them, but there's a lot of movement in your work. You know, it's continually trying different ideas out. So I know you've already established the fact that you can collaborate with guys from the rock world. And I know you work with other people who are more known for abstract music or whatever, electronic works or whatever. But where are you drawing your inspiration from outside of all of that?
I mean, with the last few things, I become obsessed about bands.
Okay.
So there was one record a few years ago. I was obsessed with an album by Metallica called Death Magnetic.
Okay.
And I made my own version of it, which is entirely nothing like Metallica, right? You know, it's
I'm sure. Yeah.
But I become fixated on things. So like I obsess about Metallica for 18 months. And I only listen to Metallica, and I watch all the documentaries, and I buy all the books. And then Kosh Mider's Logbook was a box set series. That's all about the Beatles.
Okay.
And the one I've done for you is about David Lee Roth.
Yeah.
So I've become fixated on things. You know, I don't like to use the term OCD or
no, but that's what I was thinking. Yeah,
but I mean, I guess people involved in the creative art, are maybe think outside of the box. I don't want to say I'm that person. I don't I know. I realize that self-indulgent, but I become fixated on things, and I'm really into like weasels and animals and stuff like that, and I become fixated on that, and then I make a record about that.
Yeah,
which sounds, you know, acoustically, sonically, it will sound entirely different to my inspiration.
Yeah, okay. But this is another side of your work. I mean, you've done lots of series dedicated to, you know, certain themes over the years as well.
Yeah.
The monster. I think that's finished, hasn't it? The monster series.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay, but it's on. It was going for a long time, wasn't it? The monster series, and I remember even recurring themes before you even perhaps started doing a theme series as such. I remember there were recurring themes like teeth, you know, and dental kind of work in your early stuff. And I remember having a discussion with you about that. It's because, you know, I always remember you just saying because of this, and you show me your mouth, you know. So there's always something, isn't there? Kind of external.
I need to work on an idea.
Yeah.
I can't just sit down and go. I have done, of course. I haven't gone. this is just a piece of music. But I need to, for me, I need that kind of focal point to go, right, you're making a record about this. And then I decide how I'm going to go about that.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's like I've said many times before, largely my music is not going to make sense to anyone other than me. And after all these years of doing it, you know, it's like a diary for me. I can remember the time, place, what I was doing. And I guess it's self-indulgent and whatever it is, you know. And, you know, if people come on that trip and enjoy it and like it, that's great.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm not naive enough to say, oh, it's all about me. You'll never understand. You know, and I make music purely for myself. Largely I do, but I'd like an audience. I like it to be listenable. Yeah. And, you know, and not to diss someone like Merzbow, but he does the same record again and again and again. Mine's hugely diverse.
Yeah, this is true.
And, you know, it's like, you know, without being self-indulgent, I don't think there's anyone quite doing what I do in such a diverse manner.
No. I mean, even when I think of certain contemporaries, no, you're very much on your own, you know, doing your own thing, I think.
Yeah.
You know, and I think of somebody like Mott, you know, and you know, he's got almost like the opposite approach to you. He's and you've worked with him as well. He produces, you know, new work like every few years. So it's really, he's like the Pink Floyd of abstract music, you know. So, you know, so I even in that. In terms, or even in those terms, I see you as very different. Just and even Irap X and you know, these people are not. They just don't seem so prolific, and this is why I wanted to get to this. You know, the source of inspiration for you, because I know how it is for me. You know, because obviously I still keep my hand in music, and I'm more with the Mott side of things. You know, something will just bubble up now and again, and then we try and work with it. But you just seem to constantly have new ideas. You know, so it's incredible.
Yeah, I kind of surprise myself, but like I say, I don't find it difficult to make music. I really don't. And the ideas do run out, but then something a tweak in me and something go like that, and I'm away.
Yeah,
I mean, I can't explain it.
No, but I think it's quite indiscernible anyway. It's kind of from some space, you know.
The muse.
Yeah, the muse, dear boy.
Yeah. So you know, and I've got a, you know, small but dedicated audience. So one release funds the next one.
Yeah, I know how it goes. So does, just to kind of wrap things up, because I've just got the other warning. Are you constantly packing orders as well, and you know, going to the?
Not. I wish.
Oh, right, okay. That's my life now. You know, just packing orders.
Well, you're doing better than me. No.
Well, it's only because I do so many bloody different releases by different people. You know. So.
No, it plods on. But,
okay. Okay.
I don't need an assistant yet.
No. And how involved is Melon, your lovely wife, with all of this? Because she's also featuring some of your work, you know, on some of the sleeve art.
She has a little narration.
And she'll appear on certain records.
She's the critic. If I go, oh, what do you think of that? She goes, shit.
Yeah.
You know, or no, don't do that. And sometimes, you know, like after a couple of days of thinking about what she said, I go, I will change it. You know, okay. But you know, large, you know, I run it past her and I overrule stuff.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But so, you know, she's like, she's got a good ear
She's got a good barometer. Yeah. Barometer. Yeah.
She knows when it's too much or when it's too little.
Yeah.
But she likes the really complex stuff and the sort of like, you know, difficult music.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Surprisingly, because she only listens to ABBA.
Does she?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it was Sonic Youth last time we
spoke
about that.
Quite
20 years ago.
That was
20 odd years ago.
Yeah. The older you get, you go back to your childhood.
Oh, right. So in
like
her case,
me with metal, and she's back with ABBA.
Oh God, I'll be listening to nothing but punk soon then. Nah, well, I do keep my hand in, but I think on that note, I think it's been a real pleasure.
It has, darling. It has.
Yes, it's been lovely.
All these darling things from David Coverdale. If you look him up on YouTube, he's darling all the time.
A little bit of White Snake. Okay.
There's no harm in a little bit of Snake.
Yeah.
Inside you.
Oh dear, oh dear. On that note, again, Andrew, it's been lovely. I've really enjoyed it. And enjoyed the rest of the day, whatever you're doing. And we'll be in touch regarding the album you've done for me as well. So thank you.
Yes, indeed.
We will.
You take care.
You take care. See you soon.
Yeah.
Cheers.
You
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.